Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely. So good to see you guys here today. This reading is for my beautiful Aries. We're starting all over. Loving you guys. I love the Aries. You guys are always the leaders, the spontaneous, just so much what is that word? You guys are risk takers. Risk takers. That's what I would call you guys. If you guys are not Aries, but you were this video somehow got to you, like, share, and subscribe. If this resonates with you, it was for you, okay? So I'm starting with a new deck, the Delusion Tarot, which is amazing. I just was looking into the drawings. It was just spectacular, exactly what I needed. So if you guys want to comment after, we can definitely do that. Leave comments if you guys resonate with this, like I said. And if you guys are fellow tarot readers, make sure you leave your link down below. All right, we're starting here with my beautiful lady Justice. Look at this card, man. The minute I saw this card, I got chills. I got fear, a little bit of fear that came into mind because I saw a lady. I felt like a lady. It felt like lady to me. You can't really tell, right? But she carries a whole world on top of her. And then I don't know if you guys could see, but it looks like eyes are staring back at you, but you don't really know who it is, right? You never know how it's kind of a reminder that you never know how justice will come, right? In what form justice will take place. All you know is that it's sacred and it's divinely guided, right? Because of the light in the background. It's a beautiful card. Then we go with the Hermit. This is you. Very foggy. Don't know where you're going, but you have this huge light that you carry around within you. In the darkest of deepest of caves, you find the most just, you find yourself. It's weird. I was a little worried at first because when I initially saw these cards, justice was here, but you weren't even looking at it. It's like you were going through, but you couldn't really see, right? You're walking through with nothing but light, and it's so foggy, right? So, and then this just beautiful colors of red and blue. Beautiful colors. What you are looking at, though, and we'll get to the red and blue. What you are looking at is the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like when you meditate or you had this huge realization that cleared everything out for you, and you could see, it's like you could see your source of happiness, you could see the next stage, the next level in the cycle. And what is coming up for me, really, it's like, you know, that no matter what happens to you, it's like you're going to be okay. And I'll tell you why, right? You get the Ten of Cups after. Now you see this, just all of the waves trying to take this cup down, or the structure alone can seem like it's going to topple that Ten of Cups. Nevertheless, it's still a Ten of Cups. It's almost as if no matter what happens to you, because this is usually how life looks, right? It's just scary. It's hard to embrace. The slightest wave can knock you down and just makes you feel like you just need to give up. It doesn't matter how difficult the journey is. You know that you will be okay. You know that you're going to be happy. Maybe you're looking at your life now and you got to a point at the end of your journey, right, where you were just so exhausted. You didn't know if you were going to make it. You were waiting just for something to show you that the end is here. And I think what finally makes you see the ending is here is because you tuned into the state of mind. You're like, okay, let's say I wake up tomorrow and something horrible happens. It doesn't matter. No matter what, I will bounce back. The worst of the worst, and I'm talking to people who just went through just some horrible stuff, right? Who took them forever to be able to come back. And maybe you realize that because of what happened to you was so traumatizing, you won't come back the same way. Think about it. But you still get yourself at a higher perspective here. You take yourself out of your own body and realize, wait, yeah, that thing really did destroy me, and maybe I don't walk as I used to. Maybe it was a physical situation, physical thing that happened that destroyed you, right? But it's just it's almost as if you it didn't even. It's not that it didn't matter. It's just that it was supposed to knock you down to the point where you weren't supposed to get up, but you did. And although you're not as happy as you were once, maybe prior to whatever happened, because you're not as, you still see it as, well, okay, you're finally accepting of whatever did happen, and you're using that to help you move forward. Okay, maybe I'm talking to somebody who had like an illness, right? Like maybe you've discovered you had lupus or something. I'm just using an example here, right? Instead of, you can't move the same like how you used to, right? You just can't move the same. Your body gets exhausted and you need more sleep than usual. It's almost as if you finally accepted, okay, this is my life. I can't move this way anymore. So let me humble myself and take precaution and whatever means necessary to keep me as healthy as possible and to still look forward to life, even in the circumstances that I'm in now. Right? So this is for whoever this is resonating with. That this was a really hard realization. Maybe because the ego expected you to be somewhere else. And again, life never happens as you expected. So you come into this realization, you're like, now I can start. Now I can start living the way I want to live because I've accepted that this is what the cards were dealt to me. And here you are, receiving grace, receiving water, the psychic realm. It's like you're allowing your higher self to play, to come in and fill this cup with nothing but intuition, with water, with light, with source. It's like you're allowing yourself to believe by being in a very spiritual mindset. It's like whatever cards you were given, whatever cup you're given, you're using it and asking it to be filled with nothing but love, grace, and just gratitude. This is beautiful. A lot of blue, right? It's like you tapped into this. You tapped into the bigger picture. And nobody, that's the thing. That's why it's justice, right? Because no one can touch it. No one can touch this realization. Nothing can touch you, not even the ailment or not even the whatever the issue or the bad thing was that happened. It cannot hurt you anymore, more than it already did. That's what makes you start over. It's acceptance, forgiveness, forgiving yourself for something that wasn't even your fault. And if it was, you forgave yourself anyways. This is why you can get into a deeper state of grace with Source, because you have accepted it or forgiven yourself for what it was. And look, I got these two cards. Allowing whatever's meant to come for you and accepting it with grace. Now, you see this beautiful energy spilling over. It's like this cup is spilling over. Look at it. It's filled. It goes from this accepting to now nurturing. You've nurtured your soul and your heart with these facts, and you're using it towards, it's like you're using your disadvantages. You know who you are. You're using it to your advantage now. You're taking it all with you, the good and the bad. And it's almost like you're becoming confident because you've accepted your whatever it is that used to bring you down. And now you got the solar plexus activated, the throat chakra is activated. It's like it's one of those people who, like, let's say if you got shot, right? You go around telling your story. It's almost as if you made the best out of whatever happened to you, and now you go around looking like you're freaking God. Because you conquered it. You conquered your past. All of a sudden you have so much abundance to give to others. That is a form of abundance. Using what's happened to you and using it as a plus. Then you go around giving from your cup freely and letting them know that it's not the end. You can also overcome whatever this is, whatever your pain is, you can overcome it. Look at me, I did it. I overcame it. So can you. Then we get to the King of Pentacles. This is what I'm saying. You may not think you're a king of Pentacles here. But again, it's not always about money, right? It's about the lessons learned. It's about the wisdom. It's about your time. Those are also forms of abundance. Really getting to know who you are. Really being grateful for everything you have. That's abundance, peace of mind, forgiveness, self-love, acceptance, grace. It's being able to move with desire. Red is desire. It's passion. It's beautiful energy. Using the rage, even if you have rage for what happened to you, you use it for a cause. What if what happened to you made you so angry that you want to go out there and help others? Start a cause, right? And you use this energy, this fire energy, to just go out there and live in such the amount of passion you have takes people back. It just ignites everyone else's soul because of everything you have within you. Your soul's so awakened, it's so in tune, it's so out there, that in turn you're doing this for others. You may not realize this, but even when you're walking, that energy that you have inside, it spreads to others, whether you like it or not. That's why you get so much attention just by the way that you walk, the way that you are. It's you walking with your own experience. And the souls are like attracted to it. It's like a moth to a flame. Like, look at this powerful energy. You see this powerful energy? That's you. Then you get this one. Right? A lot of red, a lot of blue, a lot of spirit. It's the color, the confidence, the boldness you carry with you. It's just unbelievable. I mean, look at the way, it's like you stand out. You stand out. Because you walk with grace. You walk with everything. It's like you show it all in one hand. You don't have to hide. You're so authentic with your goods and your bads. And it's like you're so humble about it too. I wish you realized, like, and then the funniest thing, it's like people are like, how the hell does this person, why are they so happy? You know, you could be at like the worst place and you're so happy, and then they wonder, like, how did you do it? Right? And then you're so humble about it to be like, it's not me. It's my faith. You have so much wisdom to teach others, and it's like you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know it. You're a gift. I did want to mention earlier, right? We mentioned the colors, right? A lot of blue. But we did have a lot of like 4 X's, right? Which is like 10s in numerology, right? Then you had the 9 and then the 11 with the 10s. Oh, wrong one. 9 and the 11. So a lot of X, a lot of 10s, a lot of endings. Feel like you see the ending. It's there. All these years in the cave, trying to survive, trying to make sense of it all, and you just couldn't. And it's like, because you couldn't make sense of it, it's like you decided, I'm gonna make peace with this because it's not getting me anywhere. Trying to figure out why this happened, asking God why every day, wasn't getting you anywhere. You'll never know the answer. Maybe you will. Maybe justice is you knowing the answer, but really what it's saying is that you moving on is the real justice. And you have, because you get the 10 of Wands. Look at this beautiful energy peering out. You're setting everything on fire. I feel it's like you're setting the whole world on fire. Your whole past, your whole pain, you're setting it all. You don't want it. You don't care. It got to the point where you're like, this isn't holding me back anymore. You're like, screw this. I have better things to do with my time than to be sad all of the time. And because of this is what you're not realizing. You literally brought on a new beginning because you're ready to let go of what no longer is serving you. And you had a lot of 10s. You had like 4 10s. So you're done. You're at the end. There's nothing else for you. Anything else? It's beautiful. Wow, you got a King of Swords with a Queen of Cups. Let me see. So pretty. Yeah. Using the truth. Using the truth to help you and others move on. You're like, yes, this is my truth. This is what it is. But it's not going to hold me back. I'm using this truth, whatever my experience was, and I'm moving forward. Look at this lightning. Well, actually, I think it's like fog, but it doesn't matter. It's like you were in fog. You couldn't see. You couldn't understand. You go from that to I'm paving the way. And it's almost like it, because you were so honest with it, you're like, fuck that. You can see now. You're starting to see. It almost seems like energetic vibration too. Kind of seems like lightning though. Yeah, it's like your whole world is instantly changed, right? You went from being in the fog, completely in the fog, in the dark, couldn't see anything, to using justice energy, which is the truth, or the truth, as your justice. You're creating your own justice. You're creating your own world, and you're energizing it everywhere you go. You're exposing it. You're being your most authentic self, and you walk like it. Then you get the Queen of Cups, right? Still being loving, still forgiving, still receiving that beautiful energy. And still learning to be loving and humble and gracious no matter what the cards dealt for you, right? It is beautiful energy, man. This deck, I'm in love with this deck. Absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Anything else from my beautiful Raitas? A lot of cup energy. It's like you're getting an enhancement. This is enhancement. You might have been all of this intuitive in the bottom, right? Not being able to see, very foggy, to finally emerging from the psychic realm and creating your own reality. Once this truth hit you in the face, it's like you couldn't deny that you were always meant to shine bright and be happy. And look at this sun, just the truth, justice, light source illuminating your path. You go from this murkiness to coming out of the water, and look what hits you. Faith, love of self, love of life, respect for the journey that you took on that most people around you probably didn't. I don't see anybody else. You were in the darkest of caves. That means you were on your own. Very little support. Maybe your kids were your only support. Maybe you did it for them because you wanted something better. Right? You don't want to pass down the same things to your children, the same lessons. You wanted them to experience a whole set of different lessons that you didn't have to. That you did. You wanted them to experience different lessons that you just didn't want them to go through what you went through, right? And so, in turn, look at this beauty. Oh, it's just gorgeous. All right, you guys, I think that's it. That's all I have for my beautiful Aries. Stay tuned. Love you.